Hey Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of February. We're already a month into our new year, which is wild. We will be doing a past, present, and future reading, and we will get some advice at the end from your guide. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. But let's go ahead and see what we have here. Jump right in. Just give a little bit of shuffle here. Felt about right. Okay, so the past, we have the World, we have the Fool, and we have the Two of Wands. Ooh, I'm like proud of everyone so far because I feel like they really did try their best to kind of close some chapters here at the end of 2026. So we have the energy here of kind of like taking a leap of faith. I don't know if you guys ended relationships and maybe changed careers, but there is a big shift here. Maybe you moved somewhere different. Maybe you, I don't know, bought a new car finally or something like that. But I don't even think the car part is really that big. But for some of you guys, it might be, right? I don't know why that came up. But there is some sense of taking a leap of faith and there's like a change. Maybe some of you guys just quit and didn't even know what you were doing, right? But there is some sense of kind of like the world is in the palm of your hands and you're trying to figure it out, and you know that you can manifest anything, and you kind of want to figure out who you are, what it is you want, because I think for a long time there was a sense of not really doing what you want. Maybe you were tied down in a relationship that really was restrictive, but there's a sense here of the world, like the completion, everything kind of falling into place, and kind of like, you know, whatever it is that you imagined in your head and dreamed of, like you're getting the breadcrumbs that are leading to that. And that was the past. But there is some sense of, I don't know if there's like, maybe you guys even like proposed to somebody and that was a leap of faith. Maybe you decided to be in a relationship, but there was something huge here that you did that was unlike what you would think you would do, but you really wanted to do it and you just did it. And there's some sense of freedom within it, and you kind of really finally feeling whole. And that's like the main takeaway from what happened in the past. But let's go ahead and look at what's going on in the future right now. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a sense here of like you kind of pushing forward. I feel like a lot of you guys have broken something off, and there's a lot of pushing forward here alone, it feels like. I think there was a let go of something that was bringing you down. That's what it feels like with the Four of Cups, and it feels like an emotional letdown. I don't know. It feels like you kind of let go of that something that's been holding you down for a very long time. That's what it feels like. There's a lot of disappointment. Maybe you're disappointed because you thought that something more would have happened, or you thought more of that this person was capable of a lot more and they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. And this could be a career too. It doesn't, work situation doesn't have to be a relationship. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like you kind of broken away. Maybe you started your own business. I don't know. But it feels like a lot of movement. It's so funny because you literally have back to back. They're like moving along, trucking along, and slowly and sure but surely. So you have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. There's something that is slow and steady moving into your good, like into your benefit, not benefit. I don't know the word. Like it's now like benefiting you. I guess that's the word I'm like. I don't think it's the right word, but we're gonna stick with it. And it's bringing stability and like comfort, a security. I just feel like you've made whatever decision you made in the past, you finally feel like this was the right decision. I feel like in the past you weren't sure if you were making the right choice, and so that's why it took you so long to make it. And now you're finally like, yeah, like the weight is lifted off my shoulder. That's where that freedom comes in. It just feels like freedom. And emotionally, like the weight is just gone. Like it's just, you were on such a like low vibration because of this person, because of the situation, because of your job, whatever that means to you. You're finally like breathing, and there's happiness, and there's like this warmth, like fuzzy feeling, because you're finally like you. And I think you broke free of some kind of chain. So let's go ahead and see what the future looks like here. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. So money, money, money. Doesn't have to be, but it could also be stability here. I think a lot of you guys are able to focus on you. And so that for a lot of you people might be career. And I think that's why I'm getting the sense that this was more of a relationship, could be friendship, could be family things, that you kind of pushed away from that kind of like focus. Like you focused a lot on relationship because I think you felt like you needed to. Like you focused on your career a lot. And I think that's what it was. And then you went to relationship because that's what you wanted. And you lost the focus of your career a little bit because you thought you needed to focus on a relationship and it just backfired. So now you're like hyper focused back onto your career. And that's the 8 of Pentacles here, like the hard work that you're putting into that. And what is happening because of that is an opportunity that's going to come in. So maybe you'll get an opportunity for a raise, a promotion, or a new job out of that because you're so hyper focused on like my career. What am I doing? I'm not putting all that other stuff in my, on my plate anymore. I'm not going to focus. Like it just broke me. I don't want to do it. Like I was on such a low, it didn't benefit me. I'm moving on. And so you get that Ace of Pentacles because of that. Because of that energy, because you're hyper focused now on just yourself and your success, that you end up leaving a legacy. So I see you guys kind of being affluent here or setting yourself up for that, for success. There's beauty within that, but I see money, I see green, I see like comfort, travel, like luxury. That's what I'm seeing. So that's beautiful. Let's go ahead, pull some advice here. I'd say it's beautiful. I know that you guys have gone through a lot. There's a lot of growth here, but let's go ahead and pull a card here from you guys for some advice. Okay. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yes. So everything here is a lesson. So this person, the situation where you felt like you had to release that kind of negativity was another lesson, right? I don't think that love is out of the question. I think right now it's like your focus is something else. And I think setting yourself up, again, you've been training this for lifetimes. Like you had to, I think that chapter will come once you set yourself up. I think there was a lot of like turmoil between like finances, work, or whatever, and it's always been like a question. There's always been work, a lot of effort, a lot of emotion within that. And so now that you're like kind of like hyper focused back onto that, it's going to fall into place. And again, the year of the horse is here, so it's going to fall into place. That's something that happens. I know everyone's like, well, it's already the year there's no. We're still in the year of the snake technically, and we're still shedding something. So understand that in that mid-February-ish is when the year of the horse actually kind of comes into fruition, or not fruition, but kind of like the timeline starts. So you're training you guys are saying that you've been training for this forever, right? So just, this was your lesson. You went through what you went through, and now you can go back to what it is that you were meant to do, because you were meant for something more. And I think you knew that for a long time. And that is going to produce the Ace of Pentacles, the 10th completion, 10th of Pentacles. So I feel a lot of you guys are going to have a career that's going to bring you a lot of abundance, and it's going to pivot. 2026 is that year, that time to focus on you having fun with your own money and not letting anyone else get in the way of that. And then once this is all settled and kind of like set in stone, your next chapter will kind of come through. This is not the end. This situation here, like, oh, I'm never going to find love. You will. It's just not the right time. So understand that. So this is a beautiful reading. It's very insightful and like great advice here to kind of help you into the next month. But if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.